section is breathing and relaxation. So we're going to start with breathing. Breathing is really important in labor because it relaxes your body and it gives you something to focus on, and it gets oxygen to your baby, which is really important. So there's kind of two types of breathing. Slow breathing is what you'll use for most of the labor, and that's just relaxing breathing, slow, deep breaths to kind of just help relax yourself. And you'll start using slow breathing when you need some help to manage the contractions, when you can't just talk through them and go about your day and you need to focus a little bit. So that's when you'll start using it, and you'll kind of just, take a deep breath in. And you're just going to take like nice, slow, calming breaths. I think one of the most important things for your labor is to take what I call a welcoming breath with each contraction. So a welcoming breath, as you take, you feel your contractions starting, and you're taking your first breath, think of it as this breath to like where internally you're thinking, welcome to my body contraction. Like, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for helping bring my baby down. Thank you for opening me up. I really welcome you to work and to do your thing and to be in my body. And that's so important because if you start to feel your contraction and you're like, oh no, another contraction, and you're like starting to do that, the contraction is not going to be effective because you're just going to be resisting it, and you need that contraction, to get you open. And so, you're kind of going to endure a contraction that didn't really do what it was supposed to do anyways and just prolong stuff. So you might as well welcome it and ask it to do its job so you don't, this process can be done sooner. So this is what a welcoming breath would kind of look like. Like, you start to feel the contraction, and I would just kind of go like, and you just kind of surrender everything, like, thank you, another contraction, like, I'm excited to birth this baby. And then you can kind of start taking your slower ones throughout the contraction. I think it's great. I would do that. Like, I would even like sigh kind of, during my welcoming breath, just to remind myself like, like, just enjoy it. Like, just enjoy it. Be present to this, versus like, okay, here we go. It makes such a difference. So from the moms that I teach, that's actually the number one thing that they said helped them in labor was to take a welcoming breath that really welcomed the contraction to do what it was supposed to do. Then you're going to just relax all your muscles as you slowly breathe throughout the contraction. And then you're going to take a cleansing breath at the end of the contraction. And that's important because once the contraction's over, like, you're fine. Nothing's tightening. Like, you should feel pretty just normal. But if you are still kind of holding on to the tension of that contraction, then you can kind of not notice so much, like, oh, I don't really need to be, tense right now. So it's really good as the contraction's ending just to take one more breath, like, and just let it out. Like, remind yourself that's done. Enjoy the break you get. Like, you get breaks in labor just to enjoy it, chat with your husband, like, get excited about, like, can you believe we're doing this? Like, just enjoy it. And that cleansing breath can kind of help you, like, let go of the contraction so you're not thinking about it while you get your break. Like, enjoy your break instead of holding on to whatever happened in that contraction. So yeah, we're just going to practice for a minute, okay? So you can do it with me. So contraction starting, so everyone take like just a deep welcoming breath, and as you're doing it, just think, like, welcome to my body, and just relax and kind of breathe in. You can sigh, like, do whatever. You can tell I'm vocal. I make noise. I'm really like, I'd kind of like do that through my labor, like, You just kind of want to slowly relax, let your body go limp, breathe, and then, okay, contractions ending, take a cleansing breath. And it almost helps just to like make that sound of like, okay, I'm done with that one, So that's your slow breathing. Then there's light breathing, and this can be really helpful. You might hit a point in labor where you can't keep that like slow, peaceful breathing, like it's getting so intense that you start kind of breathing faster, and that's okay. That's like, if you were sprinting in a race, you wouldn't be like, like as you're sprinting, you're working hard, and so you might need more oxygen and to breathe a little bit faster. So if you hit that point where you realize, I'm not able to just peacefully breathe through the contractions anymore. Then you can start using your light breathing, and so that just kind of looks like whatever you want, but you still take your welcoming breath. It can be quicker, so it might be like and so it's okay. And husbands, you can kind of breathe with her if that helps her focus. Some women like to chant something while they're doing it because it just gives them like something to think about. And so that's where you get like that you might hear on movies or something where they're like, like he, whew, he, whew. That's because sometimes you don't want to necessarily be thinking about what's happening, and so it just gives you something to like say and chant. I have on there 1, 2, 3 bend because like. That's another thing. You can go like, my first son, like I could be like 1, 2, 3, bend. Like just to remember what you're doing this for, and your baby's coming, and you can chant whatever you want. There was a mom who chanted, epidural. And she was like, if I can say it, I don't need it. And that was like her mantra, like, at the end. And so say whatever you want. If whatever's helping you focus, go for it. And then again, just do that cleansing breath at the end to kind of sigh that contraction away. Okay, so now we have relaxation. And this is so important too, because if you're not consciously relaxing during labor, you're probably unconsciously tensing, because it's just sort of your natural reaction. If something's tightening, to tighten the rest of your body. So you have to be conscious about relaxing. And the cool thing is anyone can learn to relax with practice, but I do encourage you to practice, and to practice at home first in calm environments, like before you're going to bed. And then as you get really good at like in a minute's notice, letting your whole body go kind of limp and relax, then start practicing when you're out and about in like maybe a chaotic situation, and just think about it for a minute, like, oh, could I relax right now? Because who knows what's going on in the environment around you, but you just want to be able to keep yourself really relaxed. So, we're going to do a little practice. I'm going to kind of speak to each part of your body, and because really you want every part of your body relaxed during labor, not just your abdomen, like everything. So go ahead and get kind of relaxed sitting there. And husbands, you can like massage her, love on her, do whatever. And so moms, okay, I want you to start with your head. And just think about, I want you to relax, close your eyes, relax your forehead, let all the tension go there. Relax your eyes, your jaw, relax your neck, relax your shoulders, let all the tension go. Relax your arms, relax your hands. Relax your abdomen and your back. Relax your buttocks and your perineum, your thighs, all your legs, your calves. Relax your feet. And kind of this state you're in right now, where just everything's limp and relaxed. Like that's what you want to be like during each contraction. And if you can be that relaxed and limp, it's not going to hurt as much or at all, and it's going to do exactly what it's supposed to be doing, because you're not resisting the process at all. You're just fully relaxed, and your labor is doing just what it was meant to do, and you're going to birth the way God designed you to birth. So you guys can come back. It's good, huh? That's why I feel like labor can feel so good, because if you're in that place during it, you're like, oh yeah, this is nice. Like, I almost, with Luke's was like, I almost don't want this to end. Like, this is so peaceful. So on the CD that I gave you, there's a Holy Spirit relaxation exercise. So you can practice that, and it's kind of, I'm just inviting Holy Spirit and His peace to go flow through each part of your body. So you can practice at night, put that on, and just relax everything, and then see if you can get to the point where you can do it without the recording and just kind of let your body relax.